it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you for joining me again for another Freaky Friday. Today I have got this little project for you. I'm going to change it up a bit because, you know, that's kind of the thing I do. It uses the Wonderfully Wicked bundle, which is the Wicked dies, which are just the word Wicked and this little spider, which I didn't use on this, but I might use. And I've also used the stitched label dies, which are bundled with the Bird Ballad stamp set. And then one of our little craft pillow boxes. You get 10 in a pack. They are in the UK £4.75, and they come flat packed, and they're great just for little gifts. So I thought this could be something for maybe an adult dinner party. I don't think I would use it for children because these are not expensive, but I would probably for children do something out of designer series paper or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to change it up a bit, as I said, and add some extra colours. This is where you find the stamp set and bundle. It's only £27.75 because we get 10% off by bundling. It's a relatively inexpensive stamp set and a really inexpensive die set. And Wicked can be used for all sorts of things. It's not just Halloween. I think it, you know, things can be wicked. And it's on page 55 of the Autumn Winter catalogue. So on this one, I basically used black, basic grey and just a bit of pumpkin pie around the edge. For the one we're going to make together, I'm going to add in early espresso and real red. Haven't quite decided exactly where yet, but you know. Now, I did die cut a new, there it is, a new nest. So the nested labels, I've got them on a piece of magnetic. I've used the second largest, so it's this one to get this size, and it sticks out over the end of the pillow box just a tiny bit, but I'm fine with that. So I've done this on crumb cake. I'm actually going to start with how I did the Wicked, because this is copper foil, but I've kind of distressed it. So I've got a piece of copper foil here, and I've got a basic black blend, and I'm just going to kind of scribble in various places. I'm going to try not to do too many straight lines, because I want some of the copper to show through, but not all of it. It's squeaking. I hope it's not squeaking too much for you. But yeah, I'm covering quite a lot of it. I'd rather have more black than less. There is black foil in the catalogue, but I didn't want black. I wanted not quite black. Let me grab a piece of rough paper because I will need that, and a piece of kitchen towel. And then I've got rubbing alcohol. This is 70% rubbing alcohol. It's the one I always use. And a pipette. It's a really cheap pipette I picked up locally just because I don't want too much alcohol. And I'm just going to dab it on to my foil. Get a little bit more. And I hope you're all making the most of the designer series paper promotion. We've only got until Monday for that. Then you won't be getting an extra pack with every 3 packs that you buy. You will just get the 3 packs. But do make the most of getting the discount. So getting buy 3 get 1 free, always wonderful. It is only on selected designer series papers, but you know, you just go mad. You can either get 3 of the same and then a different one for free, or you can get 4 different ones. And there is a specialty paper, so if that's one that you want, then make sure that's the free one, because the last one you put in is the one that you will get for free. I'm actually going to add some more alcohol and move it around a bit more. It's a bit of a, you know, you try it and see how it goes. So we'll put quite a bit more on, and then I'll dribble it a bit more. Let's get rid of what I don't want. Pop the lid back on because it's not the most pleasant aroma. And then we'll move this around a bit, and it will start moving the ink. Because it's the 70%, it doesn't dry quite so quickly as the higher strength of rubbing alcohol. Just want to get some over into this corner, preferably without absorbing too much. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Let's just dab that a bit. So I'm going to put that to one side to finish doing its thing, but you can see it's quite nicely mottled now, which is kind of the look I'm going for. Don't need that nasty piece of kitchen paper anymore. Right, okay, so let's get on with this. Lots to do and not much time to do it. I'm at an exhibition this weekend. If you're near Swindon, I'm at the Steam Museum, Sponge Dauber Pumpkin Pie. I'm at the Steam Museum for the Make It and More craft show. So I've got some workshops which are now fully booked, I'm afraid. Just doing some, making some kind of 3D tags using one of the kits. And then I'll have a stand where people can place orders. They can talk to me about Stampin' Up generally. I'll have a few framed items and odd bits and pieces for sale. But it should be a good show. It's not expensive. I think it's £3 a day. But if you order your tickets in advance, you save money, which is always nice. Of course, I'm now covered in black, which will take a while to get off, but never mind. So I just aged that up a bit. Then I'm going to open my basic grey and add some cobwebs. I'm loving these cobwebs. They are just perfect. Well, for me. My husband, not so much. He's not a great fan of a spider. But, you know, we can't all like spiders. Now, I'm going to do Happy Halloween in real red because I want it to stand out. And I'm going to pop it just about there. And that hopefully will pop a bit. Yeah, it's because it's on crumb cake, it's a little softer, but I wanted it to stand out a little more. And then we'll use Early Espresso for, I'm going to clean my block very quickly, for the bat or the cat. I think for the cat we'll use Early Espresso. So, quick swap. The cat, of course, one can use for any occasion. It's just a bit of a sort of goth cat. And has got a nice cute little tip to his head. So we'll pop our cat down in the corner there. And yeah, I'll use Memento for the bat, I think. And then all we've got to do is die cut our wicked, and I might do, as I said, I might do some spiders as well, because I had the spider stamped, but I'm thinking I might just put some little die cut spiders. Bat. And Memento. And I did have one here on the previous one, but I'm not going to bother because the ribbon kind of covers it up, so I'll just have the one up at the top. I am deliberately going off the edge. I always think it looks more intentional if you go off the edge. If you keep everything within, it looks a bit odd for some reason, to my eye anyway. Right, so we've got our piece of foil. I'm going to get some black foil as well, because I have some. And I think I may even have some, yes, So a little bit of black foil, and I've actually got on the back of this, I've got some of the adhesive strip that we had in the earlier catalogues. Unfortunately, it's not available now, but I'm going to do a couple. I'll probably do one with adhesive strip and one without. So let me clear this out of the way and see if I can bring in my die cutter without bashing everything in the process. There we go. Last time I did this, I ended up bashing on the way out rather than the way in. So who knows? Now I did try this and it did fit. So maybe it was going that way around. I think it was. It was going that way. Phew! Just. Right, and then if I cut that, that should be enough for 2 spiders. So we'll do one with some adhesive strip on it and one without. Right, top plate. I've treated myself to some new plates. I had this at the team event at the weekend, and let's just say that the plates got rather used. I think we'll just call it used. So that should be that one nicely done, yep. And that one will come out without any problem. Let's get him off, get the little bit out the way, and then pop it back through for another one. Is that going to be big enough? No. Let's find another piece. Just pop him through. So we've got 2 spiders. Okay. And it's die cut beautifully. Can't get it off here, mind you. Come on. There we go. Right, so can I remove this without jolting? Yes, hurrah. So, we are at the point of putting things together. So that one is nude. That one has got sticky on the back. That's the one we did. This is my one I'm just going to do. Right, now when I put a pillow box together, I always put the one with the hole in, because that's where you're going to have you're going to struggle to pull it out. This one, you're not going to struggle because it's there. So that's the way I do it. Horses for courses, you know, personal choice, but that's why I do it that way round, because I think it's easier to open that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is pop some dimensionals on the back and then some glue, because I want to make sure that it definitely sticks. So I'm putting dimensionals on the long edge, and then let's remove those. How are we doing for time? 13 minutes. Done better. There we go. Did you catch my Facebook Live yesterday? Well, my Facebook Live was actually on Wednesday, but I did a rerun on YouTube yesterday. I am planning to do Facebook Lives regularly and then upload them to YouTube. So that will become a permanent fixture. I will put them in my diary and I'll put them on my newsletter so that people know when I'm going to be going live. But it will be on my Facebook page. So you can always look there. Right, now this is the very edge of some of the black dimensionals, the mini dimensionals, and I've just cut a very fine strip, which I can then attach to the back of my die cut. This is a little fiddly, but because I wanted to show you how I did the metallic, I didn't want to do a Blue Peter special and prepare it earlier. Sorry if you're in the States, I don't know if you know my reference to Blue Peter. So Blue Peter was is a children's program. in the UK. It's been around for decades, and I mean decades. I think it started in the early 60s, and they always used to have some form of making something, and they'd go part way through and start putting papier-mâché or something like that onto a balloon, or I don't know. And because obviously it would then take time to dry and that sort of thing, they had the, and here's one I made earlier, and it sort of became a bit of a thing, and it sort of got into British terminology. And of course, as I say, we all know that a Blue Peter, here's one I prepared earlier, is a Blue Peter, here's one I prepared earlier. I'm actually just going to cut that in half again, because I want a little bit there and a little bit there. Come on, stick. Go on, stick, please. Please stick. Be nice. Thank you. Right, okay, so that's that done. I need some ribbon, which is out there. So this is the organdy, glittered organdy ribbon. It's in the annual catalogue. You could very well use the scallop-edged, the black scalloped edge ribbon in the autumn winter. But I just wanted to add a little bit of sparkle. That's not going to be long enough. Let's move some more round. Now the only tricky thing with this is to get it so that it's actually over the point. Otherwise it looks a bit funny. But it does sit quite happily over the point if you make it. So maybe not happily, but it will. And tighten that up and tidy it up. And you will notice I don't tend to cut the ribbon until I have finished playing with it, because it saves on ribbon. Basically, it means that you only cut the amount you need. So that's our bow, which we can twist, and then take the bits off the back of our wicked. And then we've just got to stick our spiders on and we're done. Hurrah and la la. So if you don't already subscribe to my YouTube channel while I'm finishing this off, do please think about subscribing. It's in the bottom right hand corner. And if you want to know when I post a new video, you can hit the alert bell as well, and then you'll get an email. Otherwise, you'll just find that I've posted a new video when you come onto YouTube. Which is fine. This does fit exactly if I get it in the right place. You can also sign up to my newsletter over on my website. There'll be close-up photos and all that good stuff there, and it's linked immediately below, and I link to the actual post. You don't have to go and find the one for today's date. It will be there if you just click on the link. So there's one. Now let's get one of these mini dimensionals in black and pop it on the back. It's almost as if it's made that size deliberately. Let's think about it. Oh yes, it is. And we'll have him just there. So yes, sign up for my newsletter. Obviously, if you're in the UK and you'd like to order anything, I would be thrilled if you would like to do so through me. If you use the host code, you get to share in the host rewards and all sorts of other good stuff, and that details of all that on my website. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you've got any questions or comments, you can leave those in the comments below. I always reply to comments. It's kind of my thing, that I do always reply to comments. What would be nice to know is which one you prefer. The one where I've covered up the Happy Halloween. Let's see if I can move that so that we can see Happy Halloween. Might just get away with it. Or so the one with the red, or the one with all black. The one with the stamped spiders, or the one with the die-cut spiders. Let's see if I can get this in the right position. Yes! Hurrah! See, I knew it would go. There we are. That's better. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.